You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe, and worldwide on irlonestar.com.
Hey, this is Dick from Lone Star Community Radio. We have a big announcement for Lone Star Community Radio and our listeners. We have partnered with another TV station. That's right, you'll be seeing Lone Star Community Radio content on KVQT, Channel 12 in the Houston area. Now is a great time to start a show or sponsor a show with Lone Star Community Radio. For more information on everything that is happening, visit us online at irlonestar.com or call the station at 936-647-3776 and leave a message. And we want to also wish everyone a safe and happy Thanksgiving.
Ticking on and on, everybody's rushing. Gotta get down to the bus stop.
All right.
Gotta catch my bus. I see
Not have this as a bumper music. Jesus. Welcome to Morning's Lone Star. A
That's
little
what
late
happens when
this
Dick
morning.
is late. We set the bumper music for him.
Yeah, that's
It's Friday.
it is Friday. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Jake. Welcome back, Jake.
That was just for you.
Thank you so much. You're listening to Morning's Lone Star here at irlonestar.com and Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, folks. Also, worldwide on your app, Lone Star Internet Radio app.
I didn't know
All
if you
that
knew your
stuff.
days of the week, so I had to make
You know,
sure.
it's always important to let us know what's going on. So,
We could do I Don't Like Mondays, Ruby Tuesday. I'm sure there's a song about Wednesday and Thursday somewhere.
Somewhere.
whatever.
Well, we
The
could-
show is brought to you by Conroe Coffee, soon to be in my belly. And then we also have a little bit of clean sweep office cleaning, folks. Check them out. Today we're going to do an honorary special thanks to the Animal Emergency Clinic of Conroe over there on West Dallas Street. It's right there across from Manny's Barbecue. They looked over my dog this morning, or really last night. I don't really know what time it was.
What was it, past midnight?
So yeah, it was something like that. It was one of those things. So it got a blur, but they were pretty good there. Who works night shifts? These nice people do.
Right.
So especially thanks to those folks, Animal Emergency Clinic of Conroe. You are listening to us here, Skippy. I'm hearing this. You hear that? That's me, isn't it?
It's you.
Well,
man.
there's like 14,000 kids outside. CYT next door at the Crichton Theater, they're putting on a matinee of Tarzan, the musical.
Oh.
And so all these kids, we got bus and kids. And
So I'm gonna go hop in their line. And I'm gonna go
that's
watch
what I'm
the
thinking. We should
matinee
do a
of Tarzan.
remote and watch Tarzan. But I think these kids, they look like they're coming from Conroe Coffee, so they could be mildly buzzed on, morning caffeine.
Sounds like a clown car then.
They're just not stopping. Look at this. Let's see if they're listening. Next one that walks by, wave into the studio windows if you hear us. Hey.
Turned it up a little bit outside. But yeah, we're hanging out, folks. If you want to join in the conversation, 936-647-3776. That's 936-647-3776 is the call-in message line. And then if you don't want to call in, you can always message on Facebook, Mornings with Lone Star, or email us at dick@irlonestar.com. Outside that, guys, how y'all doing?
Doing good. Ready for the weekend. I'm going to be out of town, and I'm going to be partying with the grandkids.
Oh, gross.
Uh-huh.
That's so gross.
Where are you going?
Mansfield. It's south of...
They have a prison there, don't they?
probably.
That's where the grandkids are. Hey!
Pops is going to go visit the grandkids. No, my son, who once a Marine, always a Marine, but so he rocks, especially on this Veterans Day weekend. But he and his wife are off to New Orleans for the weekend. And so good old Pops is going to be watching the grandkids, and I've got sugar snacks and DVDs galore in my overnight bag. I am ready to...
Now, your wife is going with you, correct?
No, she
No.
can't make it because
Oh.
she's got to do some stuff for her mom this weekend, and also move in the hotel because I had to move hotels over the. You were
You're
here
still
yesterday.
moving hotels?
That
no, I
process
moved in.
isn't done yet?
No, it's done, but she hasn't been there yet. She's been out of town all week
Oh,
with her
okay.
with her mom. So
So
she-
you left half of her stuff back at the other hotel, so that way you can thin out the...
I can neither confirm nor deny that rumor. But let's just say, she got the flowers I sent her yesterday. It was our anniversary. And I sent a dozen red roses after making her think I'd forgotten it. the anniversary.
Why send flowers? To me, that seems like a waste of money.
No, to you it doesn't matter because whatever you do, as long as you do something, that's what matters. I've learned that the hard way. And I turned up, I got engaged, so it worked.
Yeah,
so
right.
I mean,
I'm telling you, Jake, Dick is absolutely right. It could have been 12 Cheerios. It could have been 12 puppies. It just doesn't matter.
Hold on, it has to be 12?
It has to be 12.
Really?
Okay, give Holly 11 roses one day and see what happens. I
bet you if I gave her 11 roses, she wouldn't count them.
Oh, she would. They count.
Ooh, this is a good test.
They count. And they want to know where that 12th one went. Did it go to your other girlfriend? Trust me on this one. You always count the flowers.
My reasoning for mentioning the complaint on flowers is they're really expensive and they don't last.
Yes. Well, unless you properly dry them.
Okay, and how long if I properly dry them, how long will they last?
Oh, forever. Once they're dried, it's like petrified. They're like bonsai.
Well, yeah, but then it's not a real flower. So then what's the point? It's a petrified flower.
Well, it's a corpse of a flower.
Yeah, exactly.
It's the desiccated corpse of a once
And how
flourishing living
romantic
item.
We don't
is
have to
that?
talk about flowers anymore. We had the wedding flowers. I can't believe people spend that kind of money. So that's the
Okay.
question right there.
I spent a good amount, but not like it didn't break any bank accounts. What I sent her, and it was same day delivery, and she got the card, and the office was all jealous because it's a new office, so she's wanting to make an impression. So.
Chocolates you can consume, you know, you can eat those and enjoy them rather than just have these dying objects, disappear into death's, sweet arms.
I absolutely do not disagree with you on this one. I'm Team Jake on this, believe it or not, but I've been married and divorced enough times to know the power of the rose. The rose has the power of the rose, which is the name of my next band, by the way.
All right, that's going on the bingo card.
That's something that's just Skippy Bingo, the name of my next band.
Skip,
Once the kids stop walking past the front door, we can talk about some of the stuff that's in the headlines. I'm going down my list and saying, nope. Oh, absolutely not. Pat, no, we're not talking about that one. But,
we can talk about, I don't know, sports.
We can talk about.
God, here we go.
We
again.
can talk about that Louis C.K.
Well, that's on my list, but I mean,
That's like a whole show.
Yeah, we could go for hours.
That's a show that's not okay. Once Tarzan starts up in a few minutes, we can talk about this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you not get where he was going with that originally?
No. I just woke up and I shaved and I cut myself, so you can tell what kind of.
That's right, people.
You look like Freddy Cougar with the tat on your face.
Dick conducted his biannual shaving today. It's the peach fuzz is gone.
You look cute.
I wouldn't call it peach fuzz. I would call it like little razor blades that are not enough to make a beard. Because it's not fuzzy. It hurts.
Okay,
like it's
gotcha.
He's lost the cute fuzziness from his teenage years.
Now I just look like a homeless dude with patches. And so
we're gonna start calling you Patches.
Well, the lime green plaid shirt's not helping this morning. I got to say that's right out of Goodwill. Not in a bad. I'm not saying
that was in a bad way. No, that was clearly in a bad way.
Thank you. We're going to
not that there's anything wrong with that.
That's one of those ones.
Hey, I run a theater. Goodwill is my best friend in the universe.
Well, that's one of those things where it's like, you look hideous, but no offense intended. You know,
Right.
it's like that doesn't make it any better.
We're gonna take a quick break here, folks. Morning's Alone. This show is brought to you by Conrad Coffee and also Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
That's the best one.
I hope you guys are doing well this morning. I know we are, or I guess I'm not, but it's Friday.
We'll get some coffee in here.
Oh yeah. All right, guys. 936-647-3776. Call in. Let us know what's going on in your world. We'll be back with Louis C.K. We got
Louis
movies.
CK, Olympic gold medals. Roy Moore.
We got football. Sport.
Yeah, sure.
We have Jake here, so we have to talk about.
Yeah, let's talk about this.
We better listen to yesterday's episode on podcast because I had a bunch of questions for Jake. What were they? I don't know. We'll be back.
Clean Sweep Office Cleaning has been Montgomery County's business cleaning service since 2002, offering professional office cleaning in areas such as restroom, stairwells, elevator, floor care, pretty much every angle of your office. One-time cleaning is available, but you will want these guys back. Offering daily, weekly, monthly scheduled cleanings, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning works around your business needs. Schedule a cleaning today online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or call 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theater and the Owen Theater, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936-CONROE-C or 936-266-7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
Seeing everything, the time is going, ticking on and on. Everybody's rushing. Gotta get down to the bus stop.
Back on Mornings with Lone Star, throwing it to Skippy as technical difficulties abound in the studio. Woo! The ghost of Rebecca Black's career is
I'm
haunting
out of
our
here.
studio.
It's over.
She literally comments on having cereal in her song. Like I just.
Well, I'm
gotta
glad she
have my
points out that
cereal.
yesterday was Thursday. I was worried about that.
Today
for a
is
minute.
Friday
Today
and
is
tomorrow's
Friday.
Saturday.
Well, what it reminds me of, a person who's in like probably 12 or 13 in class, and they're doing creative writing.
Yeah.
And their dad or mom, it's like, oh, do you want some help? Like, let's do a little beat. I took music in college. You know, I have a little history with it. And then they wrote this. This is what it reminds me of.
Well, back in the 80s, in the mall, we would have these little booths where you'd have a, quote, expert, and you could bring in a cassette of your own choosing, or they'd have generic instrumental tracks and you could sing your songs, and they'd put on a cassette and slap a label on. And this is the next generation version of that actually sold a whole bunch of copies on iTunes.
Well, and I don't even know why it became so popular outside of the fact that it was kind of like one of those, for junior high and high school kids, it was like, yeah, this is our life.
Well, how it became popular is Rebecca Black started like getting death threats. The backlash on her was like horrible. People hated her for it. Like, this is the epitome of a no talent individual who's getting exposure. And you can't blame her. She had an opportunity, took it, sold some copies, and then people felt guilty about the backlash on her, about hating her so much that
people bought it.
People bought it, but also it hit the headline for a while. Rebecca Black universally reviled for this song. Let's play a clip, and then you hear it. But here's the thing: the lyrics are like beyond moronic, but it's got a good beat, and you can dance to it.
Well, it's very simple.
Yeah.
Like, I'm waiting at the bus stop, waiting for my bus. There's my friends.
But here's where it's also indicative of apparently, and this kills me, my soul dies when I recite this fact, the best-selling single of all time is a song by Justin Bieber called Baby, I think. Because of iTunes, because of the sheer number of times it's been downloaded. This is the best-selling single of all time. And allow me to quote you some of the lyrics. Baby, 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 baby. Baby.
Friday.
Baby, baby. Hey, let's do a mashup.
A mashup as the thing.
So, let's put Bohemian Rhapsody up against Baby, Baby
I
by
think
Justin Bieber.
that was probably before iTunes had a return policy too.
Does iTunes have a return policy now?
They have a security deal. Like if the kids go on there and they buy that song because they like that song, and you're like, I didn't want to buy that song. Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know.
Yeah.
So you can blame it on the grandchildren this weekend.
Yeah,
when
I'm
they buy
gonna
all-
load
For
up my-
$1.
Yeah, I mean, but if they buy 40 songs, that's $40.
40, I'm talking 3,000. I'm going to load up this iPod. I'm going to take a blank iPod Nano and fill it up with stuff.
You don't get to keep the song afterwards.
Well, then what's the point?
The point is to get your money back. Is that if a child purchases stuff on your
I don't
account.
know. My kids have better music taste than I do. I might like what they download. I'll find out when I turn on my iPod and see what the kids have done to it. But yeah, so we were talking about Louis C.K. Okay, the kids are gone now. There's no one outside.
We think they are.
Ears open. Well, if they're within earshot, you got to grow up sometime, you young kids.
Well, it's funny. It's one of those things that the stories of all this stuff happening are getting creepier and creepier and creepier with more graphic. And so, like, Harvey Weinstein had the typical power move where he would invite you to the room and he'd ask for a massage, or you can do whatever. This dude, you should read it up, folks. Like, if you want to read some weird stuff.
Yeah, okay, go to code. We have kids walking by.
But no, you need to say weird stuff. And
Weird stuff.
Yeah, it's kind of incredible that a person like him, or people who act this way, don't think it's going to come out. Because this was during when they were saying this weird stuff was happening. This was during his when he was doing HBO stand-ups.
Yeah, this was 2002, when he actually apparently kind of worked jokes about his
weird stuff.
Into his comedy routine. But for those who don't know, allegations have come out that around 2002, in the presence of 5 women, he got
weird.
freaky.
He got
freaky.
weird.
Yeah,
he did weird stuff to himself.
I'm enjoying watching you two dance around this.
Well, no, we don't have to talk about it. We just say go look it up, and we got it.
Yeah, go look at it. He let his freak
unless
flag
you really
fly.
want to talk about it. I think Shippy might have.
But here's
some,
here's the
weird
thing.
stuff.
Because I also want to talk about Roy Moore in a little bit. There seems to be a difference between, Bush Sr., the whole, he told a dirty joke. It's sexual assault. No, it's not. He told a dirty joke.
Well,
He's
nothing's going
90-something
to come
years
from
old.
this.
Yeah. Well,
the
this
CK
one.
thing?
Yeah, no, because it was too long ago. Most states have a statute of limitations of either 10 years or 15 years.
True, but this is something that he'll lose. Now, the only person who successfully came back from something like this, and I think
Roman Polanski?
No. Well,
Yeah, he won an Oscar 10, 20 years afterwards.
I mean, one that came back from it and actually I kind of approve of was Pee Wee Herman, Paul Rubens.
So wait, is he approved of nowadays? Or
Yeah, what happened?
Is he just still a laughing joke?
Well, he let himself be the joke. It's Pee Wee Herman.
he got
Paul
caught
Rubens.
doing weird stuff in a movie theater, right?
In an adult movie theater. You go to these movie theaters to do the same thing he was caught doing. I mean, he just happened to be the only celebrity in there, so it was kind of a railroad job.
Oh, that's kind of strange.
Yeah,
That's like being in trouble going to a strip club
exactly.
and doing weird things in the back.
Yeah, he was in the
strip
back
club.
row. No one saw him, and a cop walked by. Hey, you're arrested. Hey, aren't you Pee Wee Herman? And there it went. And so what he did once the trial was over, he went on one of the award shows as Pee Wee Herman and walks up to the microphone and said, "Hey, you heard any good jokes lately?" And this is let people know. Listen, I'm laughing at myself. It was what it was.
Well, I mean, Louis C.K. can't really laugh at himself with this stuff because
others were involved.
What's strange about it too, it's if this stuff happens to you, you wonder, you just go, he's a creep. It's kind of like the gerbil thing with
Richard Gere,
and
which never happened. We're throwing that out there.
Well, we don't know.
It's alleged.
The alleged gerbil incident. Okay.
But it's strange to me with Louis C.K.'s situation of how, and not innocent. When I say innocent, I mean it wasn't like he was attacking people. He was just being really. It was weird, and I don't see why people would hold that back. I'd be like, "Hey, did you hear what happened the other day? This is the craziest thing that happened."
Apparently this is another one of those everybody knew, but no one really comes forth. But it could be threats on it. Hey, who's going to believe you? You or me? Who's going to believe you? Me or you? That kind of thing.
Well, what's going to happen? I feel like this is where it's getting to that line where I was in a relationship with somebody who's famous, and they dumped me. And so I'm mad, and I'm like, hey, this dude is into weird stuff. 50 Shades Grey doesn't even touch it. And now they're marked as like a weirdo, I don't know, the BDSM kind of guy.
Right, and that's why there needs to be a line drawn, because there are two things that are happening.
By the
here.
way, 50 Shades Free trailer came out. I had to watch it.
Wait,
Why?
there's another 50
Yeah,
Shades?
there's another 50
They're like 3 books, so there's 3
Jeez.
movies.
Yeah, I'm going to probably watch 50 Shades Darker this weekend with Holly.
I'm telling you, people, Google a YouTube video or do a YouTube search for Gilbert Gottfried reads.
Oh, look. Did you know there's angels in downtown Conroe?
There are angels in downtown Conroe
I saw
because
an
they are
angel. I just saw
on and
an
bring
entering-
coffee.
I just saw an angel come into the studio.
She's wafting in with coffee. She's our coffee angel.
Look at that. They were really busy, so hats off to you guys this morning for keeping up.
I'm pretty sure she was the only one over there, too.
Yep.
She was working solo, but
Speaking of working solo, Louis C.K.
Usually angels do.
yeah, you know who's not an angel?
Who?
Louis C.K.
Right? Though he was apparently working solo.
You said that it was shocking that it was coming out about him. Are you really
No, I didn't say shocking.
or surprising?
No, I was shocked that people who were there weren't already talking about this.
It's 15 years ago this went down.
No, I understand that.
So, because to me, that wasn't enough to where, because some people get afraid of their attackers. I understand. I watched a lot of SVU. I'm told you I was an expert. And
Okay, that's bingo
that's a
right
bingo
there.
card.
but
SVU.
no, it's that and I understand that because when people get violated, they feel powerless, and there's certain cores in us that it happens when either they see the attacker. That's one thing I love about SVU. There's a couple episodes where the rapist gets to be I've seen 2 so far, and we're in the 3rd season.
They're their own lawyer.
They're their own lawyer. And I'm like, oh, great. And but yeah, so I could totally see that why you don't say anything. But Louis C.K. stuff, like that was just weird if it's true. Like to me, that's not threatening. It wasn't like he didn't say, hey, if you tell anybody, I'm gonna hurt you.
Yeah, it wasn't threatening, but it was obviously, it wasn't an assault. Basically, what he did is
He's just
said,
a weird
"Pardon me."
guy.
Yeah, he grabbed a piece of instrument and pulled it out and showed it, and then did things to it in front of women.
But see, when I look at Louis C.K. and no offense to the way he looks, but he just looks like a guy that would do something like that. Like,
Oh, Jake, so we're gonna judge how
we
people look
profiling?
these days.
I'm not
Jake,
necessarily.
you look like one of those Boston fans who uses a lot of racial slurs.
Well, no, but it's he looks kind of like a creepy guy. Like if I saw him in a bar, I'd kind of be like, yeah, I'm gonna put my napkin over my
what's
drink.
funny though is you do like Sean did say, if you listen to his comedy routines, he does have those little ends like that. You can see the inside of his mind, how his mind kind of thinks. You're like, oh, he's a little off.
He's different.
Yeah. So, but do you think this is something like a Kevin Spacey level? Where his like career is just over after this, because they already canceled his HBO show or
new movie with him.
He had a new movie coming out, and it looked generally pretty good. But now they canceled the opening of it.
So are we gonna lump him and Spacey together to where
I'm asking,
if both of their careers end? Let's say both of their careers.
Kevin Spacey's career, it could be over. Like he could pull a Womon and like disappear for a while for like 8 years, and then come back, and I don't know. Meryl Streep will stand up and really clap her hands a lot and say thank you.
But hypothetically speaking, if both of their careers end, do they get lumped together? Just because both of their careers end, although their offense is on two different levels.
I'm trying to
altogether.
paint a level of like where do we put these people, because some people
Are there different levels?
Because I would say there are. Even if both of them lose their careers, I think there's different levels. I think you put Spacey at like a 9.
Oh, I'm talking about the action. I'm talking about the career. I'm not talking about what they did. I'm talking about like what's Hollywood gonna do to these, or what's the world?
Yeah,
what's
I think
the
both
culture?
of them. I think both of their careers are over.
You think so?
I don't think Louis comes back from it because I don't think Louis.
There's some weird comedians out there
who've
been in trouble with weird stuff. Like Doug Stanhope, I think. Look him up. He urinates on people and stuff. It's really weird. Like he's been caught doing it on TV and stuff, but he still performs.
Well, here's the thing: you have like the what's her name, Kathy Griffin, a few months ago. Held up a severed head of the president and said, "Oh no, this is comedy. It's our job to make people uncomfortable." And people are like, "No, it's your job to make people laugh. That's what comedy is." And so I think the comedians started taking themselves too seriously. So you got the Colberts, Louis C.K.'s of the world, the Kathy Griffins. That a lot of mainstream, even those who previously were on their side, were like, "You're going too far to hold up the severed head."
Well, let's talk about that.
President.
There's a point of going too far. And a lot of that is going to keep coming out because, like, now it's leaked from Hollywood. We were talking about this week. Is now it's not just Hollywood calling each other out. It's sports, it's CEOs, it's all that kind of stuff. And it's going to be interesting to see what really sticks and what doesn't, especially with the career-wise. Because the reoccurring joke, like you've been saying, is now's the time to be an actor and go to Hollywood because everyone's getting flushed out. So,
Right.
But you're listening.
LA, here I come.
Yeah, you're listening to, well, that's what happened to Rebecca, right? But you're listening to Mornings of Lone Star here at LoneStar.com on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. We're going to take a music break, folks. So we'll be back in a bit. I'm going to enjoy a cup of coffee. This show is sponsored by Conroe Coffee and, of course, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Stick around, folks. We got a lot to talk about.
Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
Clean Sweep Office Cleaning has been Montgomery County's business cleaning service since 2002, offering professional office cleaning in areas such as restroom, stairwells, elevator, floor care, pretty much every angle of your office. One-time cleaning is available, but you will want these guys back. Offering daily, weekly, monthly scheduled cleanings, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning works around your business needs. Schedule a cleaning today online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or call 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theater and the Owen Theater, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936-CONROE-C or 936-266-7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
We so excited, we gonna have a ball today. Tomorrow is Saturday and Sunday comes afterwards. I don't want this weekend to end.
R&B, Rebecca Black. So chillin' in the front side, in the backseat. I'm driving, cruising, fast lane, switching lanes with a car by my side. Passing by is a school bus in front of me.
You're back. Mornings with Lone Star. Having interesting off-air conversations. We'll see how we can segue them on
I got a question
air.
for you. So you're a rapper, okay, or a singer.
How did you find out?
You're older. You're an older gentleman. You're,
I'm Vanilla Ice.
you've been in the game for 10 years, and someone approaches you and it's like, hey, we have this girl. She's gonna be really big. She's 15. Song called Friday. We need you to rap in it, because like now it's like collaboration stuff. And now we make this video called Friday. How do you feel about it afterwards as your career move?
Well, you definitely regret the.
Would you regret it?
The product, but you enjoy the money.
Well, it depends who the rapper. I mean, if you're a hardcore rap, Tupac, no, I'm not seeing him doing that.
Tupac?
I like
All right,
it.
get off of my yard.
But Vanilla Ice, oh yeah, I can see him rapping to this.
Well, no, it's just kind of weird to me that somebody would go, "Hey, what the song's missing is rapper. Like we need to have the rap song in it." And I don't know what they call it. There's probably some
The
word
obligatory
for it.
rap riff.
Yes, and it's like,
the
let's
rap
find
cameo.
somebody. And then it's like, if I'm 20-something years old, why would I want to be in a 15-year-old music video? Like girl who's 15.
Mm-hmm.
How old was she when this thing came out?
Is high school age, we'll say that. Anywhere
I'm going to
between 15
assume
and
because
18,
she's
yeah.
singing from the heart.
Well, my joke is when we watch this music video, folks, you need to check it out. It's called Friday by Rebecca Black. Everyone looks like a prisoner in the movie, in the music video, except the rapper. He does not look like a prisoner. He's like, yeah, I'm just getting paid.
Yeah, he's
And
making the money. That's why I don't think he really would regret it.
so this song came out March 14th, 2011.
Oh, right, man, 6 years
6
ago?
years.
6.5 years ago?
And she's 20 years old today.
20 years old today. So
Yeah.
She was 14 when that
Wait, like
came out.
today?
Yeah, today.
It's her birthday?
No, well, she had turned 20 today. Just like today's age, she's 20.
Oh, I got you. I thought we
Well,
accidentally.
no, both you and I today, but like today,
Like,
no,
we-
I
we
watched
called
Cloud
her-
Atlas, and everyone's like, the true, fruit, today. I don't know if you've seen that movie, but it's
I have
awful.
not.
It's awful.
you know what movie I saw last weekend was the new Thor movie.
Oh, cool.
It was really good. Really good.
Yeah, Connor saw it on the Take the Sub. He was talking about it was too funny in the sense of like there's too much comedy. He felt like
Well, who doesn't enjoy to laugh?
Well, there's
Connor.
Okay, look at Superman 2 or Superman 3. Go with Superman 3 with Richard Pryor. It's taking a Christopher Reeve, who arguably to me was the best Superman. Believe it or not.
I'm not going to argue because I don't know.
I mean, there hasn't in my book hasn't been a good Superman. So I mean, eat it.
But
Well, that's like the Hulk. There hasn't been a good Hulk up until Mark Ruffalo. So,
Or Mark Ruffalo isn't even a good Hulk.
well, he does the perfect amount of Hulk.
hello, Bill Bixby was like the best.
Like if you took all the Hulk from the newer Hulk, it's probably like 45 minutes on screen.
Which is perfect. That's all you need. He's a big green monster that just beats things up.
Hulk smash, man.
Hulk, it literally.
I
that's
actually enjoyed the 2004 Hulk movie.
with
The Ang Lee. The Ang Lee movie.
I never watched
I actually enjoyed it. Because it was more about Bruce Banner. And I like that. Bruce Banner is a cool character.
Did you guys watch the TV series with Bill Bixby? Either of you?
No.
Oh,
Well,
no, watch-
that was when the Triceratops wasn't extinct, man.
Hey, it was in living color. Okay, so back off.
It was in living color, not in color. It was.
We
in
could
living
tell he
color.
was green, not shades of gray. Green. Lou Ferrigno,
That's
you
funny.
go, Lou.
Goodness.
No, that was actually the
What year did you get your first color TV?
1969 because I got to see Star Trek in living color the final season.
All right, so I'm gonna get controversial here.
Ooh.
I watched Cloud Atlas. Now, I've never seen Cloud Atlas.
I know of it and about the book too.
Okay, so folks, Cloud Atlas, I think it's like 2012. It's a movie with Tom Hanks and it has
Halle Berry.
Halle
too, right?
Berry. It's
Halle
directed by the
Berry.
Matrix sisters.
Yeah, right. They
Or
were the Wachowski brothers, now the
sisters.
Wachowskis, and now they're the Wachowski
2012.
sisters.
It's the thing that first off, this movie was 3 hours. I didn't know it was 3 hours, and as I was watching it, I was like, man, this movie's is it almost over? And then I look, I'm like, I'm not even a fourth way through this movie. But what's really weird and really cool, I thought, like, because I like watching movies, I like to read about how movies are made and things like that. What's really cool what they did in this movie, it's like 6 different storylines on a timeline, on a single timeline, but it's like 100 years.
But
50
isn't
years
like
from one
a
another.
movie within a movie within a movie within a movie?
No. It's like just different timelines.
Okay.
And what's really interesting, what they did was they had like, imagine players of 15. They had 15 actors, and basically they were in every timeline, but as different characters. And well, the controversial part is, when do you think blackface isn't acceptable today? But what do you think about whiteface and like Asian face?
It always depends on the context.
Okay, good.
There's a play.
That's what I felt. I was like, because it was cool, but then I was like, man, is that Halle Berry? And she played, I think, a white Jewish woman, because I didn't know it was her until I was like, who is this? Like, she looks kind of off, and it's because they had prosthetics on her.
People get hung up on the racial aspect of it. If I can walk and I'm cast in a role where I have to be in a wheelchair, I'm not making a statement against people in wheelchairs. Okay, if I'm playing a blind person or a deaf person or Daniel Day-Lewis, my left foot, or playing someone who's mentally challenged, that's not a statement against whatever defines them. It's a role, and same thing. So now, if you put on blackface and go, mammy, yeah, that's bad. But there are plays. There's a play called, I just drew a blank on it. Lend Me a Tenor. And it's comedy that involves, they're putting on Othello, and 2 guys have to wear blackface, but to play Othello, not to rip on black people. It's always the context. It's much
Because
like,
they did it pretty good in this movie. She played a like old Chinese man who's doing surgery, and I was like, who the heck is this?
Wait, she played an old Chinese man?
She played an old Chinese man.
makeup.
I'm telling you, like the way they did this movie, that was probably the most redeeming part of it. Was you're kind of like, I wonder who that is, and then
just like the,
because it's like 6 stories, so they play all sorts of stuff. My favorite though was I don't know why, I couldn't really explain it, but the future timeline one, the one that was like the the furthest in the future. Tom Hanks and their language was like, the way I described it on the podcast was, it's almost for a generation everyone got hit in the head a bunch of times, and then they gave birth. And
You
they're
mean
try-
the generation we're going through right now?
yeah, and then
Get
it's
off
like,
my lawn,
and
you
then
damn
it's them
kids.
trying to learn our language, because they kept saying the true, and it almost sounded like South Park when they're making fun of stuff.
that's cray.
Yeah, no, that's what they know. Like, oh, it's cry, and like, oh, it's bad.
Bad.
Idiocracy meets Cloud Atlas. But
I love Idiocracy.
yeah, right.
That's a good one.
So, but as I said, it's all about the context. Same thing with Blazing Saddles. The language in it, you can't say in polite society, but it's essential for that movie because the whole thing is satire. It's to show the ludicrousness of racism.
And I think
So you can't just ban the word or ban the concept of blackface without
well,
putting some context.
I think like the context in this movie had no. I don't think in any way they were trying to make a point. I think really what it was is the costume designer and the set director was like, you know what we could try? Let's try it doing like this. And I don't know if SAG had to pay him again because they played another part, but like maybe they were doing that for budget reasons. I don't know.
No, I think it's very artistic because you get Halle Berry, you're not worried about the SAG rates on that. You're going to pay her $20 million.
Well, that's what I was, because it was curious to see, because really, folks, check it out. Look up Cloud Atlas, and like each character, I think they played at least 6 characters.
well, what that sounds like to me is they wanted a challenge, and so they said, hey, let's see if we can do this. And
You probably had Tom Hanks and Halle Berry doing rock, paper, scissors to see who got
kind
what
of the
role.
theme of the movie was everyone's connected.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why they did it.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. I
We're
can see
all
that
one.
happening. I'm going to have to watch it.
So
happy.
well, prepare for a 3-hour snooze fest.
Now, this is
that bad, huh?
Well, it's just boring. Like they're like, because the
ponderous,
like
I hear.
if they took all the storylines and made one individual movie, I think it was like 28 minutes each one or something like that. And then if they did that, it would be more enjoyable because they kept intercutting them. And there really wasn't anything holding them together besides like, oh, they share a birthmark. Like,
I'm sure on YouTube someone has taken the movie and spliced it up and put it each timeline by itself. That would be cool to watch. Like Memento, on the DVD, you can actually watch it in reverse order.
Yeah.
So it's chronological. Have you ever seen Memento?
No.
Oh, it's awesome. We'll talk about it after the break, briefly, or maybe even.
That's
after.
when cavemen like me came to meet him.
Yeah, when Cro-Magnon replaced the Neanderthal.
Exactly.
Or was that the other way around?
Exactly. Man, that's awful.
Hey, Linda Hunt won the Oscar for Best Actor because she played a man.
Oh, that's not political. Is she friends with Roman?
No, you know Linda Hunt.
No, I don't.
Look her up.
Great into this segment. Beautiful.
The cliffhanger.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Linda Hunt, you see her on one of those shows, NCIS LA or something like that. She's this little bitty gal. She's older.
She plays the principal in Kindergarten Cop. Isn't
Yeah,
the principal?
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she in The Killing Field, she played a man and won an Oscar for
In The
it.
Killing Field?
I have been meaning to see that movie.
There you go.
Well, you know what that Killing Field's based off of, right?
The Texans.
The field in between going down 45.
What?
Are we talking about two different things?
Yes.
Yeah, we're definitely talking
Vietnam. We're talking about the
yeah.
slaughter, the Khmer Rouge slaughter. Of
We'll be back.
millions
More Lone
of
Star.
Vietnamese.
Thursday was Thursday.
Clean Sweep Office Cleaning has been Montgomery County's business cleaning service since 2002, offering professional office cleaning in areas such as restroom, stairwells, elevator, floor care, pretty much every angle of your office. One-time cleaning is available, but you will want these guys back. Offering daily, weekly, monthly scheduled cleanings, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning works around your business needs. Schedule a cleaning today online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or call 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theater and the Owen Theater, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936-CONROE-C or 936-266-7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
Friday, everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, getting
Mornings with Lone Star, 10:09 a.m. We're entering the last hour of this week's broadcast. That's right, it is Friday. Yesterday was Thursday. Tomorrow is Saturday. Punctuations by Jake. Yeah. But today is indeed Friday. And one might say, why, thank God it's Friday. And tomorrow's Veterans Day.
That's right.
And we at Lone Star Studios just want to give special shout out and props to veterans, past, present, and future. Every member of the armed forces, especially, well, there are two kinds of people joining the military. Joining military volunteer, especially in a time of war, so they know what they're getting into. Those who have been drafted in the past, who are going to war whether they want it or not, and still rise to the occasion. And hats off to you all for stepping forward. My son included, my stepson included. He's not a veteran yet, but he's an Army boy.
Well, he's active.
He's active duty. So there are things, veterans, if you're out there, go online, do Google, go to, playingconroe.org, I think, is for the CVB, or Your Conroe News, or Woodlands Online. And there are lots of stuff for veterans. Bombshells is a sports bar that if you're a veteran and provide proof of your service, it's free. My favorite color.
Everything.
Apparently so.
I wonder if alcoholic.
I'm sure there's got to be limits on it and stuff, like a plate of food and a drink. But yeah,
No, they're just getting trashed.
getting trash, right?
I mean,
Special deals going on. Also this weekend, a little south of Conroe in the
You just
Woodlands.
pay for the cab.
Pay for the Uber. It's the 22nd annual Children's Festival. And this is a huge festival in the Woodlands. It's for kids. Huge. It's humongoid. And this year, Jack Hanna's going to be there. You know, the guy with the animals.
Yeah, I can't believe he's still around.
He's well, he hasn't
Well, I
been
mean,
eaten yet.
age-wise, like he's been around on TV for what, 30 years?
Well, yeah, you're also thinking
Since
like
Carson.
Marlon Perkins.
He was on Carson though, wasn't he?
Yeah, but yeah, he took over from Marlon Perkins. I think like Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom and stuff. But yeah, Jack Hanna's been out there
incredible.
for a while. But yeah, this is gonna be a lot of fun. It's relatively cheap. It's an all weekend event. Again, just scope it out online. Woodlands Children's Festival, and you get the details. But music, festival, booths, food, drink. Jack Hanna with animals. Let's see how many kids get mauled by tigers this year. Or something.
Oh, let's hope not.
Let's hope not. But you know, it's like we all watch NASCAR for the crashes.
Yeah.
So good stuff happening this weekend.
So I want to clarify when we were going to our last break.
Okay, so the Killing Fields was about the slaughter of innocents by the Khmer Rouge regime, and
The movie I was talking about is the Texas Killing Fields, which is about based off the true story of the 40. There's a 25-acre plot of land just off of 45 in between Houston and Galveston, and there's been 30 plus bodies found there over a long stretch of time. And none of them have been solved and everything. So that it's called Texas Killing Fields. So
Gotcha.
that's what I was referring to. That's where the
important distinction there. One is in Asia, one is here in Houston, but both bad news. I wonder if the bodies are still being dumped there because with today's technology, there's got to be satellite imagery. I mean, they have to have a satellite like parked over that.
I don't know when the last body they found there was.
Was that part of the one? I remember in the 70s, I was a little kid, but there was like this guy that killed a whole bunch of people and they were finding the bodies. They were digging them up. It was like I thought it was like Pasadena or Clear Lake or something like that. That could have been.
Yeah.
Well, that had an effect on me as a kid because these were boys that were like my age.
Well, and a lot of the parents around the greater Houston area were like, hey, you know, this isn't, I mean, they had people from Dallas that they were finding in the Texas Killing Fields. And that's why they, you know, at first they thought it was like a serial killer and it was one person, but they think that it was kind of a situation that, I don't know if it was maybe passed on from.
Hey, I know a good place to dump a body.
Exactly.
Well, hopefully they got cameras there now. I'd like to, drones or something.
I don't know.
I'll spend some bucks. I will donate a drone.
Well, donate
Yeah, I'll go to Best Buy and
somebody
get one.
else will have to fly it. They'll do the work, but I'll donate
I will
it.
donate that stuff. It'll be the cheap drone. You know, it only shoots in 480p. But
And only 30-minute battery life, but I'll give it to
I
you.
give you that drone. Do better than what's happened so far. So yeah, Roy Moore. We were talking earlier about Louis C.K. and others, and in fact, there's a gold gymnast, Michaela. Ooh, I forget her last name.
Ali Raisman.
Was that another gold
Yeah,
medal gymnast?
another gymnast. Came
Okay,
out
so we
too.
got two gold medalists now that are popping out saying that they were assaulted. At least one by her doctor at the time. And Jake, earlier you were talking about, are there levels? Can we paint everybody
There's an
all
SVU episode about it too.
with the same brush?
Just throwing it out there. I'm
Throwing out-
telling you.
everything comes back to SVU.
I'm telling you, there's literally an episode about this, about the
Wow.
gymnastics thing.
Wow. But so there's the Republican nominee or candidate for Alabama for Senate in Alabama is Roy Moore, and what's recently come out by the Washington Post is that there are several women, like 4 of them, I think, who are saying that 34 years ago, when he was a young man in his 30s and they were younger, and one of them was apparently 14, made unwanted sexual advances, asked them out, and made quote sexual advances, and this could go either way. We were in the past talking about what's the tipping point where someone starts making stuff up or accusing someone for a
For
political
malintent.
Yeah. Awesome choice of words. Thank you. This could go either way. I cannot make a determination on either side. I'm not a fan of knee-jerk reactions. I want to wait to see the evidence coming in. But the timing of this, it's too late to take him off the ballot. So he's stuck on the ballot, as it were. You've even got the Republican Party. Half of them are saying, well, you should step aside. And he's saying, I didn't do anything. This is so not true.
Well, and so just to say it, and I don't want to take anything away from any victim out there,
Well,
but just to say, but you have to have some sort of evidence to back this up.
No, I mean, you really don't.
Well, if
You can still
You
go to the
should.
police. You can still go to the police and say, I was.
yes,
Yeah,
I'm not
whatever.
saying you can't do that, but what I'm saying is as the public viewing this from the outside, we need evidence to know this
Well,
is.
I think I think you should be able to do that, but I also think it opens yourself up to be sued civilly.
Well, that's the thing. It's the repercussions that have been lacking. And I think if you are determined in court to have made up a story or enhanced a story to get a higher count, to call what Bush Sr. did sexual assault is so not that. Him cracking a joke about David Copperfield at the age of 89, 90 years old. That's not sexual assault on anyone. It's a dirty joke. It's a dumb joke by an old man is what it is. Period. End of subject.
So then basically there's free reign to just come out and accuse whoever you want to accuse.
Well, there is.
So I could sit here, I could go to the police this afternoon and say, Skippy and Dick touched me.
There is.
And
you're absolutely right. But there are repercussions. If you're proven in a court of law, here's the thing. First off, let's say you accuse me of that. Beyond that's a criminal count, not civil. Beyond a reasonable doubt, I have to prove, or you have to prove that I did.
No,
so there's that. So the part one is, let's say if I'm found not guilty, only then can I counter sue on you for false report, malicious intent, libel, slander, however it goes. And
yeah, but this guy, by the time all that plays out, this
five.
Well, that's what makes this suspicious because they waited till then here.
The Washington Post apparently had this information. According to the Post, if I'm reading this right, these women happened to all come to the Washington Post independently of each other around the same time. And oh, by the way, I have a story about this guy from 30 years ago. And these women have no connection with each other. They're not like all weren't staffers, they didn't have a support group. And apparently the Washington Post just was on the receiving end of 5 independently. Hey, at the same time, a 30 some odd year old alleged incident where apparently the worst thing is he asked a 14-year-old out or made unwanted sexual advances on one, no touching, no assault. At a time where it's it's 5 weeks away from election day, you can't pull them off the ballot. So there's talk about a write-in campaign on both sides. This is Alabama, so for a Democrat to win in Alabama, something bad has to happen for a Democrat to even get in there.
I also think this is one of those political moves that people don't realize how many races are going on and how these little tiny pawn pieces make up the whole piece, make up the whole game. And that's why this is kind of suspicious. And it's also trying to, what's funny to me is if this Moore guy just steps aside, replaced by another Republican, the Republican's probably going to win. Right? Would you say?
Even because he can only be replaced by a write-in candidate. Now, a write-in candidate could still win, beat a Democrat in Alabama. But you say suspicious, I say questionable because this could be true. But I have questions about the veracity of it. And it's unfortunately the timing of this with 5 weeks out, there's no time to fully investigate it. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out. Is this yet another
and then
false flag, or is it
if it comes out that it is false, that all 5 of these women went in and all 5 are false, then you know that somebody put them up to it. And do those people get in trouble as well? So
that's why we need the follow up. We'll be back here on Mornings with Lone Star, folks. Thanks for tuning in. Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1. We're going to take a quick sponsor break. Thank you to our sponsors, Conroe Coffee, and of course, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. We'll be back after this.
Clean Sweep Office Cleaning has been Montgomery County's business cleaning service since 2002. Offering professional office cleaning in areas such as restroom, stairwells, elevator, floor care, pretty much every angle of your office. One-time cleaning is available, but you will want these guys back. Offering daily, weekly, monthly scheduled cleanings, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning works around your business needs. Schedule a cleaning today online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or call 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theater and the Owen Theater, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936-CONROE-C or 936-266 7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
And I take, it's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, Friday, getting down on Friday.
It's Mornings with Lone Star, Dick, Skippy, and Jake.
Hi.
Jake, we missed you yesterday. Dick and I, we have lots to talk about, like every day. We've never hit like a spot where we're going, we have no idea what to talk about next. Except yesterday, there was a thread of that. We took a break. It's like, well, without Jake, we want to talk sports, but Jake's not here. We
what
need Jake's
sports
impression
did you
on
want
this.
to talk about?
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, that was yesterday.
Yeah.
This is today. Yesterday was
I already
Thursday.
drank those memories away.
Today is Friday.
Is tomorrow Saturday?
It is.
What?
Veterans Day, brah.
Oh yeah, that's right, Veterans Day.
So,
Well, going on the sports note, have y'all heard about this little petition sort of thing?
what happened to the LeVar kid, the ball kid?
Oh,
What? Dude, fill me in here.
the one over in China?
China, yeah. Did you hear about this?
No.
So there's
is this the shoplifters?
Yeah. the
Yeah, so
shoplifter.
there's a dad in the basketball world who basically is pimping his kids out
Pimping.
on
No,
yeah,
like on
figure
reality
metaphorically.
TV
Yeah,
show,
they're getting their
and
own
they're all
show.
at different stages. One's in the NBA, one is in college, and the
Yeah.
other one's in high school.
Correct.
And basically, the whole show is about them and the family and all that kind of stuff. And I know Jake on his show, Jake from Sports Talk, talked about the NBA son, where people were like basically going, "Hey, I'm gonna go after this kid. I'm gonna play hard because he's on TV. He thinks he's so cool or whatever," and put him in the real world. And now the middle son,
LiAngelo.
they were traveling in China with the UCLA basketball team, and apparently him and two other folks got caught shoplifting.
Two other players, yeah. So I haven't heard any further reports on it yet, but basically they're saying that they could face 3 to 10 years.
Well, I mean that's normal though.
Well, for over there, it's normal.
Well, no, so I meant so it's like
You
What's the-
shoplift a pair of glasses
what's the reality of them being in trouble?
In China, well, here's the thing. It opens up a diplomatic kerfluffle because this is where you have to get the State Department involved, intelligence agencies, possibly even the administration to
Do
say,
you think
hey,
this is deep state stuff, or
mid-state.
you think this is like people being stupid?
I think it's just 3 kids being dumb.
yeah.
And there's no reason for any bald child to, try to or to have to shoplift. I mean, they make so much money.
Well, I mean, Cam Newton threw a stolen laptop out the door at Florida. So I mean,
Well, yeah, but that was prior to him.
Well,
He
Winona
didn't come
Ryder
for money
shoplifted.
either. So
It's rarely a money thing. I mean, two kinds of people shoplift. I think those who need something, or then they're just kleptos. The people that don't need to steal something, but they have a need to. Winona Ryder was caught shoplifting, and this isn't her heyday where she had money to do it. So I agree with you, Jake. I think that these are, if they indeed did shoplift and are proven by a Chinese court of law, then they need to pay the penalty.
they need to get back on that plane and get back to America. That's what they need to do.
Well,
And
that's a diplomatic issue. If they are
No.
under arrest, they can't. And
Yeah.
if they do, then they'll become fugitives, and it opens up this diplomatic can of worms that is just, you got to take accountability for it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
No,
In my humble opinion.
It's that story kind of has been overshadowed a little bit just because of everything that was going on with Ezekiel Elliott yesterday, and he's serving 4 games now, guaranteed. Starting this
you
weekend.
know that's going to change again.
Yeah, it'll probably change tomorrow.
I mean, okay, so if you're this guy and you've been tossed around this
6
much,
judges.
you've been tossed around this much, wouldn't you just be like, all right, just let me serve it. Like, just let's get it out of the way. Are the Cowboys actually hoping to go to the Super Bowl? Is that what we're looking at? 'Cause
This year, probably not.
Well, I feel like if Ezekiel Elliott was playing for the Texans right now, I'd be like, yeah, I'll take it. I'll just do the 4 games because we're not going to do anything anyway.
Yeah, I
And-
agree. So, and then you got Jerry, threatening to sue the NFL,
Which is great.
It's awesome. I'm loving the.
So tell me
chaotic-
about this now.
Bob Costa.
Oh, okay.
That's what we were talking
Bob
about.
Costas. Is it Costa? Costas?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
I had
the
it right.
question I had, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No worries.
So I was talking to Jake now. I don't
What?
care about you.
What are you saying? What?
No, we were
What?
talking about Bob Costas, and I was trying to figure out why he's so important to sports. because I actually personally every time I see him, I hate it. Like I hate seeing him on. Like when we watch the Olympics, he's always there, and I feel like he's the guy who just gets paid a lot of money because he knew the dude who at one point could like his best friend. He's like, oh, we need someone to stand in, and then this is him because he didn't seem like he knows anything, but apparently he's a sports whiz.
He is a sports whiz. He is very knowledgeable about many sports as well. He can do a wide range of sports. And
I just don't know what I mean. Like he rubs me the wrong way.
Me personally, I don't enjoy his broadcast, but it's and I don't know how he got started in the industry. I don't like Joe Buck because he rubs me the wrong way
Especially
as well.
watching the World Series.
Yeah.
That was awful.
And he rubs me the wrong way as well. But in addition to it, he got his job because of Daddy. And Daddy was a well-known broadcaster as well. Papa
Well, I mean,
Buck.
I would also say Joe Buck though is a staple though. Like if people recognize the name, and so
Yeah, but he wouldn't be a staple if it wasn't for his dad. Because I don't think I don't think he's good enough to where he would have gotten this sort of fame without
Bob Costa always comes into play when there's like the top story. I feel like he's the guy who goes, you know, you have to give this to me because I'm like the leader in sports journalism. I'm the leader
for NBC. Yes, he is, and that's every network has theirs. Fox is Joe Buck.
Really?
Yeah, that's their head guy.
Interesting.
ESPN doesn't have one main. They've got a few things depending on the sport.
But Costas came out talking about football. That's what the article was. I think it was like in USA Today or MSNBC.
He's like, if there's not a turnaround, the NFL could die.
Yeah, he basically said football, it's killing kids. It's going to be killing people. So they're going to have to deal with that.
Well, and yeah, but that's not anything new. That's not something.
Well, he basically said football is it's going downhill.
Yeah, and I did hear that, and a lot of people have responded to that saying, you know, hey, you're wrong, and here's why. I don't think he's wrong. Football is going downhill, and the invitation of the political world into it, and I understand that you're never going to fully separate the two entities. There always going to be some overlap, but with the physical nature of the sport and the changing in American culture of how we see it suitable for our youth. Now, Texas is a bad example of that because Texas is so football strong that
we talked about that yesterday.
Youth
like
football,
what would happen?
Youth football is going to be a strong staple in Texas for a long time. I don't think you're ever going to really see that go. But I think in other states, you're going to see the youth, and you already are. You're seeing the level or the amount of players playing at the basically K through 6th grade decrease dramatically. So I'm basically saying, hey, we're going to wait until our kids get to junior high and high school before we let them actually play football, which I disagree with, because if you're going to play, you got to start young and you've got to learn the technique.
Well, it's anything and any type of aspect of professional level. Like you got to learn. If you want to be an athlete, you got to start young. And if you want to be a NASA person, you got to start. I mean, those kids are gifted. And
so not really being devil's advocate here, but so by holding them off for a few years, does that further contribute to the perceived wussification of America, that, you know, my baby can't get hurt till he's 12 or 13.
Well,
so
a lot of arguments and studies coming out today are about the development of the human brain stops growing, or basically what's a good age. And women and men are different about when we stop growing, and especially what affects you. So I mean, like they're talking about the marijuana stuff. Like if marijuana ever comes into play as being legal, should it be like smoking, where we just can't let anyone do it until 21 or 25 because there's studies saying it affects your development. Same thing with alcohol. Like alcohol affects your development. And in sports and basically in football, I would say like that sport unfortunately is the sport today that has the most contact with the body. And like soccer definitely does. Soccer, they're definitely doing studies about concussions, and also not even concussions, but you know, you keep using your head every day hitting a ball in practice. That was actually, they did a study.
And those things aren't soft.
They hurt. So like, and that's in training, because in a game, in reality, you're going to be hitting the ball with your head.
I wear a little hat with
I mean, most players average maybe twice, if twice, but it just depends on like the role in soccer. But hockey's another one. I'd be interested to see hockey, because they don't really hit each other in the head, but
there's it's a very physical sport, but they don't there's no contact during practices. you go watch an NHL practice,
Oh yeah.
the contact is
Well, I would almost say like if they do hit their head, it's not freak accident, but it's not intentional.
the only side argument there is when they go rock'em sock'em robots on one another.
Well, that's what the
and they
thing,
start
same thing
fighting.
with boxing.
But then you get into the mixed martial arts sports
Yeah.
and boxing and everything like that. It's a choice.
Yeah.
You make a choice. You make an informed decision on.
But
it.
unfortunately for football, because this is where the question I had was the whole market of football and the way it is now part of our economy, part of our education, and basically it's ingrained in our in the education and the public education in Texas. Like that's where a large money goes to, a large platform. Kids get involved because I think football really became popular because there's so many kids, nothing to do. And it's like, what's the only sport that we can have hundreds of kids in?
Well, yeah,
And that's football.
We can have players on the field playing.
Well, no, you go to,
and then you've got the marching bands.
well,
you
go
got
down,
cheerleaders.
go down to go to Klein High School. Klein High School has like 7 football teams.
Yeah, freshman AB.
Yeah, like they
JV
have
AB.
7 football teams, and each football team has minimum 50 players. So if you're looking for a sport in high school to fill like you have like 6,000 kids going to the school.
Well, yeah, and then those who aren't athletic enough to get on the field or don't want to play, they're in the marching band. They're flag girls. They're
They're part of the
cheerleaders.
football Friday night lights kind of thing.
And it's literally, I would say probably close to half of the school does something to contribute to a Friday night football game.
Yeah, and then so that's what I'm saying. Then the next step would be in the NCAA, where the actual individual kids get money to go to school, so they're going to fight hard to be good because they want to go to get their scholarship paid for, and then the college themselves get the money from the TV revenue, get it from the boosters, I guess alumni, and then it creates a social platform for them to make money, to spend more money, and also have relevancy in the world. Like I know a lot of people who aren't even going to play football, but they're like, I really want to go to LSU because they have a really good football team. You know, like
It's enjoyable to go.
and it's like a pastime.
Saturday is fun.
I mean, I wonder how many of the A&M people over there at Kyle Field are alumni who go to every game. Tons. So, because I know my brother's one of them.
But and again, that comes down to I don't know how it's hard to judge outside of the South, outside of the SEC and the Big.
But if
Big
it doesn't, if it's not a
12.
national sport,
would
how
you-
can you get to a national?
Number wise, is national football bigger than college football? Number wise, because there's so many more football teams in college.
I'd have to look it up
Because they now having their own channels, and then it's basically aren't they expanding? The league kind of thing, like each division they're expanding more than like the Big 12 doesn't have 12 teams.
No, the Big 12 actually has less.
Yeah,
but the Big 10 has more.
well, I meant
This is
more
funny.
like the original concept of it. This is what they were going to do.
Yeah, and where all that's probably heading is to because now they've got 5 super divisions, but now they're basically saying, hey, we want to take this 5 super division, and since we're going to make this into an 18 playoff, we want to take these littler divisions, smaller conferences, and spread them out into these 5, and just have true 5 super conferences.
And then are they still talking about doing a national championship?
Yeah, it'll be a playoff system still, but they'll
Will there
expand
be-
it to 8 teams.
Oh, cool. See, I mean, because I know even people who go to these schools who don't care about football, they get excited when their team's doing really well. Like if I,
You live for Saturday.
yeah, I
You
mean,
live for Saturday.
And then people are like, "Hey, I got tickets. You want to go up to UT?" I didn't go to UT, but they wanted me to go to the game. I'm like,
Because it's fun. It's an experience.
So-
yeah. And Jerry Jones is great. He's
Talk about him when we get back.
Yeah, sure.
I like it. You're listening to Lone Star Community Radio. We're gonna take a quick music break, so it's not gonna be quick. We have song requests on Facebook, Mornings with Lone Star. You are listening to Mornings with Lone Star here every weekday morning from 9 to 11. So we got about 20 more minutes left. So stick around, folks. This show is sponsored by Conroe Coffee and also Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. We'll be back right after these messages.
Clean Sweep Office Cleaning has been Montgomery County's business cleaning service since 2002, offering professional office cleaning in areas such as restroom, stairwells, elevator, floor care, pretty much every angle of your office. One-time cleaning is available, but you will want these guys back. Offering daily, weekly, monthly scheduled cleanings, Clean Sweep Office Cleaning works around your business needs. Schedule a cleaning today online at cleansweepofficecleaning.com or call 832-689-7996. Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Take back your time and let us make your office shine. Mornings with Lone Star is sponsored by Clean Sweep Office Cleaning.
Conroe Coffee is a local coffee shop located in the heart of downtown Conroe at 206 North Main Street, Conroe, Texas. Between the Crichton Theater and the Owen Theater, Conroe Coffee serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, along with tasty treats and Italy's favorite coffee. Have your favorite coffee or just have a midday snack be personally delivered to you at any location in downtown Conroe. All you have to do is call 936 Conroe C or 936-266-7632.
We'd like to thank our sponsor at Conroe Coffee for supporting Mornings with Lone Star and Lone Star Community Radio. Don't forget to check them out online at conroecoffee.com.
Mornings with Lone Star, 1047. We're gonna have to start bringing this plane down, aren't we?
I know, and we wanted to talk about the Jerry Jones thing, but I think we're going to skip over that.
Okay,
So,
well, give me the Reader's Digest version.
the Reader's Digest version would be basically he's upset about how Roger Goodell has handled this entire situation with the kneeling. He's
Right.
upset with the fact that Roger Goodell is suspending his running back and taking his running back away. And all this said and done, he's basically said if Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, gets an extension, he's going to sue the league, sue Goodell, and potentially sue other owners.
Huzzah.
I know, coming out with a bang. Other owners have already come back and responded with, yeah, Jerry's an idiot and he's overreacting, and he does not speak for all of us, essentially.
Could there
So-
be civil war in the NFL?
Oh, and that would be the worst possible thing that league, yeah, they don't need that right now. You know, that whole any PR is good PR. No,
Yeah, that is
no.
oh so not true. So yeah, well, so much for that one. And we have guests outside. Hey, is that Nathan? Hello, Nathan. We see you outside our studio.
He's busy talking.
He's busy
How can
talking.
you miss him? He's wearing a pink shirt.
I know that's a loud shirt, Nathan.
With that beard too, man.
Hey.
I'm wondering if there's a delay.
we
yeah,
only have a couple more minutes here, folks.
But did
Okay.
you hear about
Jerry Jones, dude.
No, we're done with Jerry. We're moving on from Jerry. We just talked Jerry. Were you not listening?
I was not listening.
You were not listening. Did you hear about our beloved John Hilmer?
Hillerman, John Hillerman, best known from Magnum PI. He was the stodgy British guy Higgins, who may or may not have been Robin Masters, is actually a Texan boy and lived in Houston. Moved to Houston when he retired from acting and passed away yesterday at the age of 84. He was a decent actor, a good man, and I'm sure that Tom Selleck is probably a little torn up about this today. I'd like to see Tom Selleck's response.
I didn't realize he was he was from Houston. So, and he actually, where he passed away was in his home in Houston. So I didn't realize that. But yeah, he was 84 years old. Lived a long time. I hope I make it to 84.
Yeah, if I make it to 60, it's going to be proof of God. I'm telling you, that's all there is to it. The life I lead.
the 60s and the 70s.
My days are
catch
numbered.
up.
Yeah, my days are numbered. But hey, real quick, Elizabeth Warren, the senator, Democratic senator, who was caught on TV a couple of times saying the Democratic primaries were rigged. She's trying to walk that one back. Hey, Elizabeth, good luck with that.
Well, yeah.
You can't unring that bell.
You hit a certain point where that bell's going to chime. No matter what you do, you can stop it. It's still going to ding.
So, hey, predict Monday's headlines. What are we going to see on Monday? Who else is going to be?
Oh, okay. Do you want a specific name?
Yeah, I'm writing these down. I'm writing these down.
I think you're going to see.
Or you can give me like a big actor or a sports person or something.
Oh, it's got to be a sports person. We haven't had a good sports scandal in a while.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it's been minutes since we've
I'm
had
talking
one.
about white powdery stuff on a desk with a Las Vegas model.
Well,
So,
I mean, Kaepernick, Kaepernick gets picked up by the Texans. That's gonna be a scandal right there.
it won't happen.
Okay, so you say it's not going to happen.
What
That's
are the Texans gonna do? They're gonna stick with Savage?
Yeah, they're going to ride this ship into the dirt, man. They're going to take it all the way down, get as high of a draft pick as they can possibly get. So, no, I think you get Jerry Jones saying something outlandish directly in the public's eye towards Roger Goodell before Sunday's game. I forget who
This
they're-
Sunday or next Sunday?
This
Okay, so
Sunday.
by Monday, that's going to be a headline. Dick, what do you think is going to be a Monday headline? Any topic.
I would say there's probably going to be more mudslung in the Hollywood world, but I'm not really sure.
Get a little bit more specific because we know that's going to happen.
Yeah.
I'm going to say a A-list celebrity that we don't see coming, like a Tom Hanks. I'm not saying Tom Hanks, but like a Tom Hanks or Tom Cruise or Bradley Whitford, a beloved oh, he's, you know, a swell guy.
Is Bradley Whitford a beloved guy?
Hey, I love him. Dude rocks, man.
I'm just kidding.
We love you, Bradley Whitford. Come on our show.
Please.
We will talk about you.
Please.
So we don't, any claims against Bradley Whitford, I will vociferously fight against. But I'm going to say an A-list actor who
Gets accused?
is accused, but more than just, oh, I think he touched me 30 years ago. I mean, something bad on someone that we just don't want it to be true on.
That's I think my odds are a little better than your odds of occurring.
I like to live dangerously.
But yeah, you live on that edge.
I'm
You
a
live
crazy
on that
man.
edge.
I'm a crazy old white guy.
Dick, do you have an answer for us?
No.
No.
I think Nathan Arizati is going to have a good show. That's what my prediction is. Headline-wise, man, that's a hard question because there's so much stuff. There's so many possibilities.
Hey, Wave, he's live tweeting
But
us.
I haven't really seen anything kind of like sneaking its way up because it's all been exposed and it's just
Everything's kind of been out there now so
Yeah.
far. I'll be curious to see what the headline is come Monday about this Alabama senator.
I really hope something with this Las Vegas stuff starts up.
Something out of that too would be
Something.
nice to hear.
But I'm going to make that your thing that on Monday we'll have a Vegas update of some kind.
I hope so.
Okay.
But
I hope so. All right, cool. End of the show.
I'm writing these
it
down.
up.
I'm writing these down.
we're waiting on Skippy to write. He's slow.
I'm
He's
good
slow.
now. I'm good.
We
I'm good.
we do have some exciting things coming to you guys, folks. So make sure to follow us on Facebook. We're going to do some announcements about The Room, Escaping the Room, and then Putt-Putt and all that kind
we
of
got
stuff.
some fun stuff coming
So
up.
there's a lot of fun things going on for Thanksgiving and holidays, so you can do with your family. That's
We gotta
what
get that putt-putt
we're gonna-
thing going, too.
We're gonna try to focus on family fun things that you can do, and we're gonna go test some out for you.
Because we're a family around here.
It's true.
Dysfunctional.
So are the
It's true.
Mansons. I'm just saying.
I'm just saying. All right, folks. We'll be back Monday morning, 9 o'clock. You can always podcast the show if you're just now tuning in. We are on Facebook. We're also on YouTube and Google Play and iTunes to download us. Coming up next, we got Nathan Arizati with Montgomery County Lifestyle, so stick around for that. You are listening to Mornings of the Lone Star. We're signing out. This show brought to you by Conroe Coffee and also Clean Sweep Office Cleaning. Folks,
Office. Oh, he screwed it up. Bingo.
Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the
Thanks for checking out this podcast of Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station. If you enjoyed this recording, make sure to check out our past shows online at irlonestar.com or their respective video or podcast formats on YouTube, Google Play, or iTunes. If you have any questions regarding the show, either it being about sponsorships or questions for the host, contact the station manager at dick@irlonestar.com or call the station at 936-647-3776. This show is recorded in downtown Conroe, Texas at the Lone Star Community Radio Studios, and Lone Star Community Radio reserves all rights to this recording and images.